This video is brought to you by the Farmer Klein YouTube channel. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another map first impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at, well, that map. That map right there. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it, but I will play you Google Translate's version.
Świętokrzyska Wieś. Świętokrzyska Wieś.
Yeah, so that's why I'm not going to attempt to pronounce it. But at any rate, up front, this map is amazing. Just download it, start playing it, we're done. So this truly is amazing looking map. My jaw's been open ever since I downloaded it and looked at it the first time. Just looking at this preview picture, you kind of get a sense of the lay of the land. The whole map is kind of in a slanted bowl where you have a distinct highland area, then you have an obviously lowland area, and then just everything just kind of flows and ebbs around it. It's just amazing. Let me read a little bit of the description. It says, amazing Polish climate. I agree. This is a diverse and interesting area. 6 fully playable farms. Cows, pigs, horses, chickens, sheep, 238 fields. 238 fields, including meadows, field missions, multi-terrain, new textures for crops and soils, seasons compatible, gates and doors open with a mouse, traffic and walking, agricultural machinery and a workshop, several points of sale, including a biogas plant. Yeah, so let's just jump on in. We're going to be looking at this one for a little while. Go ahead and pick up mods we typically use when we look at these maps. And I will say that this map works fine with straw harvest and seasons. At least it loads up with both of those. Issues there. Let's pull up the log. And there we go. And one reason this map is amazing is because my good buddy is back. Staple of all Polish maps. Dude on the bench. Back. Checking out the map. The image here, and I guess this is representing pretty much where this map is to be taking place. Region, county, or province, whatever they call them, in Poland. So let's take a look at the map. Wow. Look at all those fields. Take a look at the Buyable lands. That is crazy. So we start out by owning all the animal areas. So we have a pig farm, kind of have a little arable farmyard there. Got a sheep and chicken farm. Got the horse area up here, cow area down here. Then we have a kind of another arable yard over here. PGA is up here, $44,000. That. Let's take a look at some of these field prices. Animal area, pig area, $117,000. Cow area is $490,000. Arable yard up here, $168,000. Sheep and chicken, $210,000. Horse area, $143,000. So land is not so cheap here on the map, but land is plentiful. You'll be able to find plenty of sheep fields, and as you grow in your finances, you'll be able to afford some of these larger plots. We have all of the standard crops here available on the map. Also, take a look at our prices area. We have 4 main sell points that accept most of our crops. So have a sell point specific to eggs and milk, spinnery for our cotton and wool. You have a sawmill for our wood chips, And the barn will accept our hay, straw, silage, and grass. Don't start out with a whole lot of equipment, all low operating hours, and interesting enough, all in various states of disrepair or repair, depending on how you want to look at it. You may want to repair that if you're going to sell the equipment, just to maximize on your prices. While we own all the animal areas from the start, we do not have any animals at the beginning, and we do have contracts on, if not all those fields, probably a pretty good chunk of those fields are going to be able to do contracts. Let's take a look at that starting equipment. Start out with the Valtra A114 and the New Holland TX32 harvester. We've got the 32 grain header also, HW80 trailer. Got the Rabe Power Harrow, Amazon D830 seeder. Have the header trailer for the header. And we have a collection of custom placeables, cow pasture, sheep, horse, and pig areas, chicken coop, and then multiple configurations of grain silos, and a small bunker silo is modded. Take a look here at our placeables and buy these areas also. So in the event that we sell those areas, we can buy them back. Good to see. Now the Buyable grain silos, bunker silo. We'll say if you load this map up on Farm Manager or start from scratch, all of the animal areas are placed. They are just not owned. Well, the land isn't owned, but the animal areas are placed and they are available in your garage, as is the equipment, even though you don't own any farmland at the start. Our farm is right across the street. Let me get oriented here. Before we look at the farm, I want to show you sugar beets. The map includes custom crop textures, and look at these sugar beets. Sugar beets are amazing looking. Here we are. This is our farmyard. Of our equipment. More of our powered equipment is going to be found in here. We have the pig area over here. We have the buy trigger. We have a straw trigger there. Slurry point. Farm silo, our dump, and our fill. Lots of ambient sounds. And look at this. I mean, we've got dirt, water, the grass, all through here. We have barley. Canola. Oh, these are soybeans. And over here we have our water trigger for the pigs. Animal pen extension mod, so that we can, one, help identify where water trough is, and two, see if it includes support for being able to buy the water valves in the event that you use this mod. Map does not include that support, but it doesn't mean you can't get in here and move these things around and basically put them wherever you should so wish. That, and now we have the ability to water our porky pigs. One thing I didn't look and see was how many pigs hold. 50 pigs. And right beside the water, we have the food trough for the pigs. And then our... Sure, if this is going to be our manure pile point. I don't think the neighbors would really think so highly of having pig poo piled right next to the road, but at any rate, get what you get. Then we have our sleep trigger right here. Kind of catty-cornered across the street. We have the arable yard, kind of maybe an extension of this farm. Look at these. This is kind of the arable yard. One of the arable yards. Another farm silo. And these two areas are owned at the start, as are the other animal areas. I want to see, do we have a sleep trigger here? Sleep trigger there. Don't have a front door. Okay. And so we're going to get set up for the flyover, and then we'll take a closer look at the map once we fly around, get the Mahindra, and do a bit of a drive around on this map. So now I've got a little bit of altitude. That again is the arable farm. There is the pig farm. Take a look. See that we don't own any actual fields, though, on the map. So that's kind of an interesting deal. So with our 100K that we start out with, I need to buy some fields. Be able to buy a few of these plots. Easy enough with that 100K. You know, if you... Probably a more realistic start for lots of folks is going to be to do farm manager or start from scratch. That is because you get 1.25 million with farm manager. You can buy the animal areas you want, buy the fields you want, and you already start with this equipment, which isn't a lot of equipment, but it's enough to get started with these, you know, modest sized fields that most Polish maps seem to include. But let's go down a little bit in altitude and just look. Right now we're looking to the west, and we're basically in the bowl of the map, and you can see how that land just goes up and then continues on, flattens off it a little bit, continues on up there. The BGA is up in that general direction. Trying to keep the camera somewhat level. See how kind of it goes up from here. Basically, almost the low point on the map. Got our spinnery over here. Full field with a little bit of a pond or just water, low water point there in the middle. These fields, you know, they're probably, well, they could conceivably be one field, they've been marked out as 2 fields, but really they can just be 1 field that's kind of split in half with kind of grove of trees and large boulders between them. Fields nestled back here in the woods. Got a sell point, animal dealer, and climb station. Continue up in higher elevations. Barn, hay, straw, grass, sell point. Another sell point. Look down across the lowlands. See what I mean? Kind of the whole map's kind of a bowl. Also been kind of tilted on its side a bit. This terracing, really cool. Heading over here to the cow farm. Right here. Continuing across the east side of the map. Going north. More interesting terracing. I'm over here to the BGA. BGA. 2 large 3-sided bunkers, and then the digestate and digester. Heading across the north side of the map at this point. Another sell point. Then we have the horse farm. Vehicle shop and the sawmill. Vehicle shop is where we are going to basically stop, and then we're going to do a drive around at this point. Vehicle shop's pretty cool. So we've got the sales area up here. Sell trigger. Enter the shop. And then around the back, we have the service center. So where we have our customized sell and trade trigger. Back of the shop. So that's kind of a cool little way of doing it. Not really sure what that says, but right, that may be some fan page, something edits. Is this a billboard for the map author, or what? Alright, so let's go ahead and check out the sawmill. Crazy. Log trigger. There's the activation icon there. Pretty interesting setup. Yes, and we also sell wood chips there. Little details here and trying to figure out the best way to get over to sell point. It looks like if we take this road south, then we take a left. Let's head back. Need to get the horse area. This sell point. that for us. That'll work. I have to say, if I had not just started a new series on a new map, the map would make me seriously think about map selection for a new series. Here we have the horse farm. Again, we own all of the animal farms at the start. Don't have to buy this. We already have it if we are on new farmer mode. Start on any other game mode, we do not own this land, but we do own the animal areas. Cool little building with the tarps there. Food trough, water trough. Horse area, and I suspect the straw is going to be around here somewhere. So it would be here, no doubt, but moved around a little bit. Here we have the straw trigger. There. Typical with lots of these Polish maps is all of these doors are going to be openable, operable, probably the right word. Amazing, amazing details. This firewood, what I presume would be firewood, lost or firewood. Firewood under the steps here, bicycle. Trash, random things. This. Barley ready to harvest. Pretty sickly looking barley, but okay. Sunflowers. This needs to be set down. Lower in the ground. That is just weight. Custom corn. Going to be the map edge. Thought this was the map edge. Non-buyable land. Interesting. Map is, there's the map. So that's interesting. We've got map edge is just beyond the non-buyable land. You can kind of come up here. while we're here, let's go ahead and make our way up the hill. Let's see if we can't get to the BGA. Decorative there, like how it's kind of set back into the hillside. Yeah, lots of lots of folks in my circles, and lots of folks who are viewers of my channel will be clamoring for American maps. I hear lots of folks clamoring for British maps. I have to say, these Polish map makers, I think they get they're a little underrated. They've been putting out some pretty awesome looking stuff. One's a little weird with whatever's up there on top. Alright, so there's the biogas plant right there. Maybe I missed my road. Maybe I missed my road turning off to here. All right, here we go. We have our digester, silage bunkers, and digestate trigger is right here. I think I have it right here at this pipe. Look at that. That's a field 232 right there. Field 233. Lay of the land here is just really, really well done. Look at this general direction, because this is what's going to take us down to another arable yard. Way off in the distance there, you see that line of trees. That's the other edge of the map. Lots of times, you know, it's like the map edges are almost, you know, on the same plane sometimes. Then the middle of the map is either higher or lower, and things undulate. But this is clearly, this map edge here to the north is significantly higher map edge south. Here we have kind of another arable yard. This again is land that we own at the start. Got some sheds. I don't even think there isn't a farm silo up here. Now we've got this 2 levels kind of terraced. We've got a lower level with looks like some type of big concrete storm drains. A pond, water area up here to the top. Fields going up, fields tapering down into the valley. I'm gonna harp on it constantly, but man, this is a looker. I need to double back and get to a couple of these stub points to have that cow farm to get to. Fuel. That's where we were just up there. Oh, that's going to take us around to some fields. Got our dairy or milk sell point. Grain supplement. This is an interesting dump station. I don't recall ever seeing something set up like that before. Interesting how we have kind of these dirt roads that come into here from different sides as well as the main road. There's our buddy. He's around, doesn't he? His way over here. Liquor store? It just must be a convenience store. Oh, it looks like liquor and chips. X. Oh, I was just thinking about this. Looks like could be a cool kind of mechanic's yard. And look what we've got. Got a workshop trigger to do configuration changes and things. Got our chicken and sheep farm. All these doors are going to be opening up. Are going to be. This one is slow to animate. Look at that. Nope, no sleep trigger here. Slow as the door opens. It does open, it's going to smack you in the face. Got our water trigger. Our wool spawn point. Food trough. $80 sheep. Little pen. I'd like to have seen this fence go back a bit. Not sure why it's so tight. You're gonna have 80 sheep. You want to maximize your grazing, don't you? Description did say that this map supported the grazing feature. Or what that sign says. Pretty cool. Full sheds. Water point for our sheep. Chickens are going to be where the chickens are. Icon is over this direction. Oh, these chickens. It's the chickens. Don't tell me that's where you... We have the food trough for chickens, and I'm wondering if the chicken boxes don't spawn up here on the shelf, or maybe they spawn over here. That would be pretty interesting. Little chicken coop. How that, look at that. I just am amazed at how well the lay of the land here works. GE, I found it completely, utterly horrible at terraforming. If I were to try to do a map, completely, utterly terrible at it, so... When I see a map like this where it's so well done and everything, I think to myself, wow, that's be like near impossible for me to do it. Makes it even more amazing, in my opinion. You see it done this way. I'm gonna head around here to the spinnery. Here we have the spinnery, our wool and cotton. And let's make our way around to the Lime Station animal dealer. Got like multiple towns. Multiple little communities. Thinking we might have another main road, but around this way. An example of terracing again. Little field 96 just nestled between the different levels. While we're here. Do a little off-road driving. I think if we kept to the main roads, we would have been able to eventually get back around to here. It's kind of cool going off-road and driving between these fields. Really exaggerates or insinuates how the lay of the land is. Go this way. But remember from the aerial tour, at some point, wish these were a little bit lower in the ground. Wish that on all the maps. Animal dealer. Then our lime buy silo. buy trigger. Be right here. Make our way over here to the barn. Check the roads. Come out here. Oh, I should have. Come out here. Around here to get cows and make our way over here. This is just a standard size map. The number of fields, would really make you think, wow, this is a 4x map. Now, this is just a standard size map. You know that for several reasons, but one, if you look at the coordinates in the map mini-map area, if it was a 4x map, they would be larger than they are. Also, the speed at which we're moving around way too quick for it to be a 4x map. Cool little billboard. Glad we don't have traffic on. Ooh. These little roads. Going to bring us around to the cow farm. All of these doors are going to open up. Open up more of them. We do have a farm silo around here somewhere. Back. There's our farm silo. And then our cow area. Food trough. Raw trigger. Newer, flurry, animal buy trigger there. And on the other side of the building we had the water. Water. And I'm thinking this might be milk. Here. Simply because we've got this kind of positioned next to it. No trigger there. Not really sure where the custom silage is. Take a look here. See what this looks like. Concrete with tires. Oh, there it is. There it is. Bar she blows. Our custom silage bunker for the map. That is kind of the big cow area. I did oversight, see how many cows this area is configured. 40. Just 40 cows. If I can't get around to back road here, you check out the last barn and sell point, and that will do us for this video. I have another whole town up here. Custom billboard. Now, feels like the highest point on the map here. And this Tranrol, one of the sell points that accepts most of our crops here. And then we have the barn for hay, straw, grass, and silage. So guys, that is going to do us for this map video. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of, wait for it,
Świętokrzyska Wieś. Świętokrzyska Wieś.
Yeah, so what do you think of this map? In the comments. And until next time, happy farming. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.